Hello, my name is Pam DeGraffenreid, and I am a Microsoft MVP in Apps and Services. And this is Heidi Jordan.
Hello, my name's Heidi Jordan, and I am also an MVP, but in business applications.
So today we're going to talk about Microsoft builds, and I wasn't there, but there's so much exciting news that came out of builds, and Heidi was there.
I
So tell
was
us a little
there.
bit about it.
Yeah, build was awesome. It was my first time in Seattle, so that was really exciting. The energy was pretty electric. Copilot was the theme of the week, but build took place at the Seattle Convention Center. It was a 3-day conference. I worked at one of the Ask the Experts booths. I got to meet a lot of really cool people and do some fun things in Seattle. But I definitely want to share with everyone some of our key takeaways from the event because there were so many announcements.
All right. Well, I think we're ready. What do you want to start with?
I think, obviously Copilot is the one of the thing that's on everyone's mind, but the announcement of the team Copilot, can we jump down to that section?
Yeah, absolutely.
So the team Copilot, what I'm most excited about is, I've been using Copilot at my work for months now, but this whole we adopted this whole methodology of treating Copilot like a team member. And I think that Microsoft really recognized that, and that's what they're doing by releasing this team Copilot, which will, do some of those mundane tasks like facilitate meetings, take notes for your meetings, and also start to act as a like more of a PM role, and delegate some things out, figure out the timelines, or sorry, deadlines and tasks, etc., to divvy out to team members. And I do see that it's integrated up there with Microsoft Planner. So I'm really excited to see where this goes. If they can actually create some items in Planner for us, or what it can do going forward.
Yeah. So while we're here, I love that. The only thing that drives me crazy about this team Copilot is the fact that it's team Copilot. And I just wish that we could like retire the name team for all new Microsoft products that we could just hang up the jersey.
A little more
Must be a new
creativity would,
name.
would
That's
be
right.
welcome. Yeah, it'll
So
be, I think they said later this year it'll be available, but I think there's a preview going on now. So we'll definitely keep on top of that and see where it goes.
well, while we're in Copilot, so create Copilots in SharePoint. I was so excited to see this. Let's see. Going to okay. I'm going to flip over here and kind of just show you this. But basically, the thing that they announced, and it's in private preview right now, is every SharePoint site comes with a Copilot. And this is incredibly exciting. We have sites that have so much information and content. And so here's an example that they have just in the image there, where you can kind of see the Copilot off on the side. But think about it like this: when you create a Copilot for a large set of documents, we've got a huge internship program. There's so much information and nuance surrounding interns and all the programs that we offer. So, thinking about the ability to just create a Copilot and be able to interact with it and ask questions and get information easily is it's pretty amazing. I'm super excited about this.
I agree. I think we've been consultants a long time, and the question we get, or the complaint, is that we can't find anything in SharePoint. And I do think that this will help with that. The modern search has brought us a long way, but to introduce the Copilot and the ability to just prompt in your natural language will be major for SharePoint adoption.
Yeah. The so with all the news and everything coming out of Microsoft builds, I think there were a couple of things that you had mentioned. First of all, how do we learn all this stuff? And it seems like there were some announcements around that.
Yeah, absolutely. They did release the Copilot Learning Hub. So that is a site. I believe it's out on Microsoft Learn right now, but it's basically a collection of videos that a couple of people at Microsoft have spearheaded, where they're going to, instead of giving you the technical specs of Copilot and the overviews, they're actually taking you through some use cases. So they started with a couple of videos here, but their plan is to interview people who are actually using Copilot in their day to day, and then show the world how they're using it so that they can take that knowledge and run with it themselves. So I encourage you to check out the Copilot Learning Hub, watch those videos. It's very cool to see this stuff in action and actual use cases. So that's definitely one of the resources that was announced.
Yeah, that's exciting. Looking forward to checking that out. I haven't had a chance to yet. Speaking of other things to check out,
Yeah, let's go back to the book of news. There's a
you want to go back
couple
to the
other
book of the news?
announcements. Yeah, a couple other
Okay.
announcements I want to highlight, particularly in Power Platform, since I come from the Biz Apps world. There was an announcement about the AI flows in Power Automate, and there was kind of two components to this. There's the AI flow where you can describe in your natural language what you want the flow to do. And you can put inputs and parameters and really lay out your flow in a textual setting and then plug that in and Power Automate will go ahead and map that flow out for you. So gone are the days of, drawing out these pictures and trying to understand the conditions and the switches and all that is necessary, or looping. That's always one of the hard ones for me. You can just type it out and then Power Automate with AI will go ahead and just create that flow for you. That's available in the cloud flows and the desktop flows as well. But they took the desktop flows even farther and they have the AI recorder now. So in the past, if you were familiar with the desktop flow, is essentially the robotic processing automation. That is the tool that allows you to automate things like I need to go upload this file to a site every day. And I go into my email and I click and I drag it to save it locally and then I upload it to this place in the internet. And then that's what RPA would allow you to automate. Well, now they actually have this recorder feature so that you can click record, you can talk through the process that you're doing while you're doing it on the screen, and then Power Automate will go ahead and create a desktop flow for you for that. So that is um, incredible announcement, I think, that's going to really drive up the adoption of the RPAs and help people understand what that desktop flow is.
Very nice. I'm excited to see that. Any ideas? Is that something that's available now? Is that something that's any ETA on when that's coming?
That's a great question. I don't know. I'm not sure if that'll be later this year or if that was in preview now. I hope
There
these
we
things are in
go.
preview because I can't wait to get my hands on it.
Early access program.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
coming soon. So
Hmm.
super exciting. Let's see. There was one other thing that I wanted to mention that I was excited about, which is SharePoint embedded. And this is a little out of my comfort zone. It's a little more development than I normally do, but it's a headless SharePoint and it's in general availability now. So that's exciting. Um, and basically, you have all of the goodness of SharePoint, but you totally access it through an API. And this actually solves some problems that I've been working through. So I've got a lot to learn here, but really excited about this.
I think that it's a good intermediary between SharePoint and Dataverse. Thinking of it from a Power Platform perspective, maybe a new data source that people can use if they want to just use SharePoint. I'm excited to see if how we can leverage that, as a go-between.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, go. There we go. Let's see. And I'm going to go back up here. I think we had one final thing, Heidi, that we were going
I
to
think we covered
talk
most of
about.
them. We did cover for learning, though, going back to learning, we did cover the Copilot Learning Hub already, but there is the Microsoft Learn Challenge, which I love that they do this for all their major conferences and initiatives. So what they do is the Microsoft Build Challenge. So they basically want you to take 30 days and learn a skill and then get certified. So if you scroll down a little bit on this page, there's a couple different focus topics there. There's the Azure AI, the Fabric, GitHub Copilot, Copilot for M365, and Copilot Studio. So basically what you do is take a course on one of those topics, and then you can interact with other people that are taking the courses. They even added that in. If you scroll down a little bit more, there's some icons there so you can meet peers and network with people. You can watch shows. You can do instructor-led training or self-paced training, whichever you prefer. And then when you're done learning, just go ahead and take a certification. So right there is the Microsoft certification. I did this one at Microsoft Build, the conference. They actually run free certifications there. So it was pretty cool to see a lot of people just go and sign up, and then you go sit in a big room together, take the test, and then they had this big celebration room when they were done that had confetti and noisemakers. So, but now they're bringing this to everyone else that wasn't able to be there in person. So go out, check it out. Microsoft Learn does a wonderful job of introducing you to these concepts, these core concepts, and just go and try something new and get outside your box a little bit. Are you going to do any of these, Pam?
Oh, I'm absolutely gonna do at least one of these. So I definitely wanna do the Copilot for M365 and maybe the Copilot Studio, but I don't know. We'll see how much time I have. I mean, ideally, I'd like to do all of them, but
For sure. I was being at the conference as a low code professional and seeing some of the things in GitHub just made that, I think that's my next route. I think I need to go and figure out more about that. So I'll probably be taking that route, but stay tuned.
yeah. So that's awesome. I've played around with that a little bit, but not enough. So uh, that's something I'd like to look into a little bit more. Okay. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you sharing. I'm excited. I'm still going through some of the videos from builds, and hopefully I'll be able to go next year because I feel like this is the experience that is really building up. Um,
It was nice to get out of the comfort zone. The conferences I usually attend are M365 or Power Platform based. So it
right.
was really cool to see a different side of the token and interact with the development crowd and all the excitement around their updates and announcements.
And I think with Power Platform and with Copilot, like a lot of these are coming a lot closer together, where there was a bigger divide. So
Oh, I
AI
agree
bringing us all
entirely.
together.
It truly is. Yep.
All right. Well, thank you very much. This has been great. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for
Thank
everyone for
you.
joining.